Good morning and welcome to our Spiggle Spotlight videos where we discuss cutting-edge employment law issues in the news. I am Tom Spiggle, the founder of the Spiggle Law Firm, a firm that helps people who have been fired or afraid they might be in the DC metro area. I'm thrilled today to have with us Ashley Wilson, who is an attorney in our office, and she has an interesting article to discuss with us this morning. So Ashley, I will let you kick it off.
In April of this year, the American Heart Association published a study that linked hypertension or high blood pressure with workplace discrimination. The study was over an 8-year period, and it studied over 1,200 participants who originally did not have high blood pressure and asked them questions about their work environment and if they felt that they were treated unfairly or discriminated against based on generally their race, sex, or age. And it found that at the end of the 8-year study, those who had experienced high levels of discrimination at work were 55% more likely to have hypertension, which can lead to heart disease, kidney failure, heart attack, stroke, and other issues in your medical history.
Yeah, it's fascinating, and I guess for people like us who work in this field and have for a while, we are well aware of the stress that going through this causes our clients. So in some ways, it kind of reaffirms what we already see, that it has a physical impact on your body. These things that happen at work, and interestingly, I was thinking about it. This goes to you can. For somebody who is still at work and experiencing discrimination and then develops hypertension or something related, then you have another condition that is covered by federal anti-discrimination law, the Americans with Disabilities Act. So you sort of have an add-on effect of potential claims you could have against your employer. I think probably a lot of people don't even realize it, the effect that it's having on their bodies. They're of course aware of the stress, but perhaps not aware that this could kick them over into hypertension, which could, as you point out, could lead to other serious physical ailments, which are covered by the Americans with Disabilities Act, which requires an employer to offer accommodations to allow an employee to continue to do the essential functions of their job. So it's something for folks to be aware of, and also goes to, for the work that we do, goes to the issue of damages, right? Like what, the idea behind, these claims that employees can bring is if they win, the law's job is to try to put them back in the same spot as they would have been as if this had never occurred. Of course, courts can't do that, but that is the objective. And so not only are we talking about lost wages, but we're talking about, kind of physical damages like these and mental and emotional distress, which this clearly speaks to. And I think could potentially go, well, I guess it depends on the employer's conduct, but could be, I think, influential to a jury on issues of punitive damages. So I think for folks who are going through this, to be aware that the effect that it is having on their bodies, B, to go see their physician to get help with these issues and to diagnose it, particularly with hypertension, and C, to be aware that this gives them an additional layer of protection, or could, under federal law.
Absolutely. I think it's important also to note that doctors should be talking about the workplace when they talk to their patients, that a lot of us spend 8 hours a day, a third of our day at work, and that's a huge portion of it. If you're experiencing high amounts of stress, then that's going to bleed into your personal life and into your health. And it's noted that this study did control for factors like diet, exercise, smoking, and alcohol consumption. So it really was the workplace discrimination and the inability of the worker to find relief in the workplace by talking to their supervisor or by speaking with HR that could be causally connected to these worsening health outcomes.
Yeah, no, and I think not only should doctors be asking, which of course they should, but when you go see your doctor, if there's stuff going on at work, let them know, right? Tell them what is going on. I mean, not only does that help your doctor, get a full picture of what's going on with your health, but for people who bring claims against their employer, particularly those that ended up in court, a lot of times a doctor will end up being a witness, just your primary care physician. We're not talking about necessarily an expert witness that you retain. And it helps if the doctor knows and has a history with you and has known about these workplace issues and been recording it in their notes, because it all becomes of a piece. And it's important for judges and juries to hear from these professionals, and particularly for general practitioners or other healthcare professionals who have a long-term relationship with you. They can see these changes over time and can speak to that to a court or a jury. Do you have the title in front of you if folks want to look it up?
Yes, I sure do. So it is from the Journal of the American Heart Association, and the study is called Workplace Discrimination and Risk of Hypertension, Findings from a Prospective Cohort Study in the United States. It was released on April 26th of this year, 2023.
That's fascinating. Well, good stuff. Well, thanks so much for bringing this up, Ashley. I think it's very informative, and I'll let you get back to the next thing on your desk.
Of course. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.